Hey guys, it's Audiody,
And the beef.
and we are talking E3 Microsoft conference.
Yeah, we are.
Finally, this is the shit we were waiting for.
Xbox.
For one, like that's such a weird thing to say. Like we were waiting for the Xbox conference.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't even know one. We're not planning on getting one, but we were waiting for it anyway to see how they do.
And they did damn good. They definitely got me excited about having an Xbox in maybe the future, maybe next year.
They made it tempting this year.
Yeah, they did. They have such cool like original content that I'm just like I'm on board. They said a lot of things were exclusives. We don't know how many of these things are not just timed exclusives.
Or a fair chunk of them were exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Yeah, because they're like playable on Windows 10. It's like, well, then it's not exclusive.
Yeah.
Like, I get it's exclusive to Microsoft, I guess,
Yeah.
but you can still play it on two devices, in two different ways. You don't need an Xbox to play this thing. It's pretty much the gist of what we got here.
For a lot of it. For some of it, it was legitimately like the console exclusive.
Yeah. What else do we got here? So the conference started out with the Forza game, and they were talking about. First of all, they stood there. They introduced the thing with the giant chip being introduced, and they were like, "Oh shit, look at this chip!" And the chip not summoned the Balrog, and it summoned the Gears of War boys to fight the Balrog,
It sure did.
and it was like
It summoned a montage.
it summoned a whole montage about how great the chip is in this, and it's 4K. I'm one of these people that's not really that sold on 4K. I don't really see us getting a 4K TV anytime soon. Maybe down the road.
What makes it tempting is just in case 4K TVs become the standard at some point. That's
Yeah, like
literally the
HD
only
has.
thing that makes it tempting.
Yeah, but that's not right now, so I don't care right now.
As far as like the Xbox One X is concerned, anyway.
Yeah. So, looking at that, they showed off Forza, which looks amazing on just this HD. I get that it was probably playing on 4K screens at the show, at the event. But we can still only kind of experience it in HD, and it looks pretty good. It looks real. But I mean, like, again, what game doesn't nowadays?
Yeah.
So it's not very. It's hard to really impress me with graphics anymore because graphics are just so good that it's like, yeah, it's another game with good ass graphics. At this point, if you don't have good graphics, you're failing.
We're impressed by the graphics of almost every game.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's less impressive.
Yeah.
If everything is impressive, nothing is.
Pretty much. So, the Forza thing, the funny thing they kept doing here is the car has a 911 engine, and I was like, ugh.
911 engine.
911 engine is probably, just call it 911, that probably would have been better. But then you don't want to confuse people about, oh no, that's what you call, whoop whoop, that's the sound of the police. That's what, whoop whoop. So you don't want that. I don't know what they could have done. Probably not named it the 911 car. And they were going nuts about a car. It wasn't even a real car. Here's a digital representation of a car. That will become real at some point.
Yeah, they premiered the new Porsche, the actual car, so that they could talk about how the new Porsche is in the game.
Yeah, and it looks just like this probably. So everybody was moist, and that's nice for people who are
car nuts were moist.
Yeah, I was not entertained. I was not amused. I didn't care. But I'm happy for those people who did care. You know, I'm not going to be sour on this one like I was for the sports. Just because with sports, I feel like most of the sports fans who wanted to see sports games don't watch E3.
Yeah.
They just wait for the sports game to come out and they just buy it regardless of whether they've seen a preview or trailer for it or not.
But granted, you have your exceptions, but those are the minority.
Yeah. So to subject us to such a long conference for mostly sports is kind of silly in my opinion. But then again, I don't think EA should have a fucking conference. I don't think that they have enough to stand on their own for a conference.
Unless they have something really big.
Or unless it's like only an hour long. Okay, moving on from that. Metro showed up, where they fought were-rats, which was really cool.
Yeah, it was.
And we got to leave the Metro. I'm not really well versed in the Metro series.
You saw were-rats, you saw dire bears.
Yeah. Hyena dogs.
Hyena dogs, yeah. And it all looked pretty cool.
Yeah. The graphics look intense, again, because of course it does. And I like that you leave the Metro. Like I said, you come out of the subway and you're in like this rural world. Because you left the subway, I was like, well, is this still Metro? Yeah, it is. It looks fantastic as far as the gameplay. And that unfortunately looked like pre-rendered footage to me. But it looked damn good.
Yeah.
Really cool looking pre-rendered footage. And hopefully the gameplay will be just maybe even a fraction of how cool that is. And I'm sure like on the floor of E3 they're showing off actual gameplay, hopefully maybe, who knows. Maybe we'll check that out later when E3 continues. But for now, we had Ash Creed Origins is what I wrote in my notes.
Ass Creed.
This is the fucking...
The Creed of Ass.
Yeah, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fucking Yami Yugi edition of Assassin's Creed, where you can go into ancient Egypt, you fight a basilisk, you fucking are this really dope-ass dude.
Yeah, this dope-ass Egyptian dude.
Yeah.
And he's got a cool accent, and he looks cool, and everything about this looks cool.
He has a Kopesh. It looks like they changed some of the gameplay. Some of the stuff looks different. This is not just a cut and paste Assassin's Creed game.
They added some new mechanics that actually look like it changes the game.
Yeah, so this one looks new for once, and this is something that I, as a person who's kind of tried to get into the Assassin's Creed series. I played Assassin's Creed 1, literally fell asleep. Assassin's Creed 2 was fun. I saw the Beef here play the hell out of Black Flag.
Black Flag and Rogue.
And Rogue. So, this is good. I like the change of location. I like the fact that you're going to be going places. There's cool animals you can fight, and it's not just the same shit. I like that a lot. This is intriguing.
I'm predicting less ships.
They did have ships, though, on the Nile.
Yes.
We saw Nile ships in the trailer.
Yes,
so maybe
but I'm predicting that they'll have a less big part, though.
Oh, yeah. And I think that they're going to have different mechanics because a ship on the Nile does not sail the same as a pirate ship.
No.
So I'm sure the mechanics for sailing that ship is going to be different. And hell, there was gladiators at one point, so I'm assuming you go to Rome and get thrown into the Colosseum.
Yeah.
Which looks cool.
And the fucking eagle finally has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Other than just, aesthetic.
The eagle can fucking go places and do shit.
It can be your eyes.
I like that. I think this was a hawk, though, I think.
You can scout. No, it's an eagle. It's always an eagle.
It was cool, though. It's cool as shit, flying around and being your eyes and locking onto targets. It was very much like Batman in Arkham Asylum, to me.
A little bit.
Like detective mode.
A little bit.
But it looked cool. I'm intrigued. I love how bright this game is.
It reminds me of the hawk from Far Cry Primal.
That one does that too?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
It's like they lifted that mechanic. But hey, fine.
It works.
It works and it looks cool.
Alright, we have Battlegrounds. What was Player Unknown's Battlegrounds next?
Player Unknown's Battlegrounds.
It's Unknowns as in it's a possessive. It's his Battlegrounds.
Yes, because Player Unknown is the guy who made its username, which is freaking great.
It's cute, and I love the concept of the game. The game for me almost sold me completely on getting an Xbox. Like, this game looks so fucking cool. Where you just get dumped into the world, and it's like Hunger Games, you versus 100 people, and there's a bunch of shit.
People.
99 people.
Because there's 100 in total.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of shit all over the stuff. It's like a playground. It's exactly what people want.
You just get dumped into a giant map, and who knows what you'll find to use.
Yeah, it's exactly what people want to do nowadays when they go play paintball. They want that experience. But this one, the maps change, and you could... man, it looks so fucking cool. It looks like
suits and everything.
Yeah, it looks like the game that I've wanted forever. That's a shooter. It's not just a game based on war. It's just you trying to survive against all these people with lots of fucking fun toys to play with.
Yeah.
It looks great.
The last to not die wins.
Yeah. Then you have Deep Rock, which is the dwarf game. We saw a really epic trailer last year, I think, for it, where like the dwarves were all like talking about how we died and everything is sad. And then they released the actual gameplay footage this time, and the gameplay footage does not look like the trailer at all. It's a lot more goofy.
They changed a bit.
Yeah. The graphics remind me a lot of what's that space game that failed? No Man's Sky. Which makes me a little nervous, but it looks cool as shit. I love the idea of playing as dwarves and fighting other shit. What did you think about this game?
Nothing wrong with the art style of No Man's Sky. That wasn't the problem with that game.
No, but the art style got me shook a little bit. It was like, oh no, it reminds me of No Man's Sky. No.
It looks interesting. If I had an Xbox One, it wouldn't be high on my priority list, but it looks interesting.
Yeah, same.
It looks like a rental, but like I haven't seen enough of it to gauge for sure.
Either a rental or a game that you would wait for the price to drop.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking at the next game, Day of Decay 2. This game is the zombie game.
State of Decay.
State of Decay, sorry. A lot of people were groaning because, another zombie game. But, that's, like, too bad, man. This game actually looks interesting. And it looks interesting in the way that it has, like, the Fallout 4... Not Fallout 4. Yeah, Fallout 4, like, defense of a Fallout 4 defense of a
Settlement.
and you could build the settlement from the ground up, which I like as well. Sorry, I couldn't get my fucking words together.
It's very similar to the first State of Decay, but like just bigger.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's also a little bit more narrative focused than the first one, which is cool. Like you can happen upon more types of scenarios. Like, oh, your friend was bit. Do you use the last of the fucking cure or whatever on them or whatever the fuck? I didn't understand that cutscene, but it looked like it was like a tense like decision.
It looked really cool, and I really liked the me and my friends were joking around on the chat we had about the E3 chat we had, saying that pretty much this is like Walking Dead if Rick was smart, because you're Rick in this scenario. You get to make the decisions.
If Rick was your interpretation of smart.
Yeah. Which may or may not actually be smart.
Yeah, depends on the player.
Yeah. Also, we have the next game is... I wrote TF2 Overwatch clone because we missed the name. They were rapid firing these games. Which is good because it
looked interesting, but it doesn't look anywhere near as good as TF2 or Overwatch.
Yeah, it had TF2's art style and Overwatch's everything else.
Except the camera was really fucking far back for some reason.
Yeah, it's like different camera angle Overwatch, which I'm sure somebody likes that.
Instead of first person, it was third person, but the camera was like really fucking far back.
Yeah, I'm sure that gets somebody's goat. It did not get mine. Like I said, these were fast, which is not at all what EA's conference was the day before. So this was a welcome change. The next game is Minecraft showed up, and apparently they have the Minecraft Marketplace, which is pretty much going to be paid mods. They're going to try this shit again. I'm bummed about this because I haven't gotten PC Minecraft yet, and I
didn't see that it was a marketplace. I thought it was just a community creation thing.
No, they're trying to do paid mods. At least that's what I heard from before, and it said Minecraft Marketplace, and I'm like, Marketplace, just like Skyrim had a Marketplace. So I may be wrong about that. Somebody fact check me, but it definitely made me groan because I don't even have Minecraft yet on PC, and it's already fucking ruined. Like, it's gonna be a bummer if I can't get all the cool mods because they're now behind a paywall. Anyway, it's 4K now, which means you can get like your fucking Skyrim level fucking crazy graphics mod expansion. It's pretty much Skyrim Special Edition, but Minecraft. Minecraft Special Edition. And they also added multi-platform play, which they announced last year, but I guess didn't happen yet. So now you can play on your Xbox against somebody, I guess, on a PlayStation 4, against, I guess, somebody on a mobile phone, and then somebody with a PC. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems like it could be really freaking awesome, and I hope they can pull it off. Hope they aren't just, talking about what they hope to be able to accomplish, and then they can't do it.
Yeah. We'll see. That's the best part of the Minecraft.
If they can do it, I think they'll be the first game to actually pull it off.
Yeah, and that'd be fucking dope.
And that's a good.
That's a good jumping off point.
It's a good precedent to set.
Yes. All right. So next one, I'm trying to go through these fast because we don't have all day,
and they came at us fast.
They came at us fast, and Bethesda's gonna start soon. Well, not very soon. Like what, midnight?
Yeah, midnight, which is several hours from now.
But we need to prepare. We need to get our fanboy hats on for that one.
And our jubes.
And hype ourselves up. And, jump and slam chests with each other and get ourselves excited.
Yeah.
So, next...
Mental preparation.
Yes. The next one was Dragon Ball Fighter Z.
Which looks dope as shit.
Holy shit, does that game look cool.
I just really hope that the roster is big. That's literally my only hope of that.
Yeah, and I hope that the fighting looks smooth, it looks sexy, it looks crisp. I see this game definitely becoming a standard in like fighting game. What are those fighting game tournaments called? The big one, Evo, I think.
Evo, I think. Yeah.
I see that one becoming a big Evo favorite.
I hope so.
We'll see. I'm probably not gonna become a professional gamer with that one. I think I said before the only professional game I'm gonna be trying to be pro in is Tekken. So. Look for me in 2 years on the Evo scene, hopefully, in Tekken. We'll see if I can do that. That's my goal. That's my dream. Anyway, yeah, moving on. Black Desert MMORPG. Black Desert was the name of the Morpreg, as I like to call them, to try to make the acronym sound a little better. What would you call it?
Morpreg.
Yes, it was a Morpreg. And I called it Fantasy Warriors, which actually the Beef actually came up with that one.
Yay!
Because it looks like a fantasy version of Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
It looked cool as shit until I found out it was a Momon picture, and also that it was Animu. As soon as I saw those anime faces, I was like, oh no.
I don't really care for MMORPGs, but if you love them, then you're probably gonna like this, I guess.
Yeah, this looks like it's up everybody's alley. It's hard to make a successful one. It really is.
It is.
Alright, so the next game is The Last Night, which looks like Pixel Blade Runner, but the graphics are super realistic except for the people. It looks incredible. I love the look of it.
Yeah. Looks pretty fucking dope, man. Like, I actually really want to try that, but, like, I don't think I'm going to get my hands on it.
Unless it's a timed exclusive and not an exclusive. We don't really know how this works. They kind of just neglected to mention that.
Yeah.
Or
they did and we missed it.
There was a guitar game that looked really, like, lame at first and then became this guy playing a guitar and making a music video happen around him. It looked pretty interesting.
It looked interesting. We missed the name of it.
Yeah, fast. These are going fast.
These are going fast, man. We didn't have time.
Next one is Code Vein. Animal bullshit. I wrote in my notes, animal bullshit that looked cool at first.
The problem with the anime in this game is, like, and I have nothing against anime, but the problem with the anime in this game is that it was so juxtaposed with the rest of the art style. Like, those anime characters looked like they did not fit into the rest of the art style at all.
Yeah,
like, it was jarring.
Like, you saw the rest of them, and then when they took their helmets off, their faces looked completely out of sorts with the rest of the game.
It looked like Dark Souls, and then the guy takes off his helmet, and he's an anime.
And it's like, yeah. You don't expect random occurring anime to happen.
Like, it's like a realistic textures, and then, surprise, there's an anime guy under there.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, don't do that shit.
It's blatantly, like, cel-shaded.
Yeah. I don't know I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. The next one is Sea of Thieves, which was the cutest game I think we saw.
Cute game.
It was cute as hell. Pirate game.
It's an MMO I'd actually be willing to try out.
It's an MMO?
So great, yeah.
I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that is an MMO. And it looks cute as hell, and I actually want to give it a go. Even though I usually hate MMOs. Nothing against people who like them, they're not for me.
The graphics also look like they're not intense. They're not intense enough that you could actually run them.
Yeah, on my currently shitty PC. Hopefully an upgrade will happen one day, but that day is not today.
Not today, unfortunately. But Sea of Thieves looks very cute. The announcer guy over it was fucking cute as hell. And I would like to see more of what you can do. You can get inside of a cannon and get shot out of the cannon. Yeah,
this trailer was a great example of how you do pre-recorded commentary.
Yes.
This is how you do it.
EA. And we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so let's move on to Tacoma. It's this game about people floating in space, and all of a sudden it was like, pre-order now. And I was like, bitch, where is the details?
Yeah, you can't just give me people floating in 0G and then expect me to pre-order based on just that.
Yeah. Like, when I was fucking 8, maybe.
It could be the best game ever, but you haven't shown me that yet, so no. Fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. I don't know what the fucking game entails.
I don't even know what genre it is. It could be a fucking Tetris ripoff, and I wouldn't know.
It could be fucking Candy Crush, and that's in the background, the 0G people. And you're just crushing fucking, I don't know, space.
Yes.
Alright, so next, I wrote in my note just Not Conquer.
Not Conquer.
Which is the Fox game that everybody was hyped that was Conquer for 5 seconds.
Super Lucky's Tale.
Yeah. Oh boy, the decision to make him a little fox was bad. Bad decision.
We're not going to get into that.
It's a bad decision because Conquer exists. You can't make that character and then have people not think it's Conquer. Make him a different animal. Like a little bear or a little fucking giraffe, a little zebra person, a little zebra guy.
A tiny zebra would have been adorable.
Yeah, but I get that they want the cutest thing possible. But, like, there are really cute animals. Like, make him a little puppy. Make him
a kitten.
Yeah, a kitten. A fox is a bad idea because of brand recognition. Kind of made everybody immediately disappointed.
Yeah, because everyone thought it was Conquer until they saw the character's face, and they were like, oh.
Yeah.
And the game looks perfectly fine. It looks like a fun little 3D platformer.
Yeah, it does.
But it's just, it has that inherent element of disappointment when we saw the face, and it was like, oh, that's not Conquer.
Yeah. It's like, fuck this, not Conquer.
And even though Conquer's a squirrel and not a fox, the color patterns of the character was misleading until the last bit. It wasn't even intentionally misleading, it just was.
Because I get it, foxes are orange, squirrels usually aren't, but you know.
Yeah.
Next thing is, I wrote in my notes, are we gonna get fucking Cuphead? And I had lots of typos in that sentence because I was so excited. There's an O and a 0 in gonna. And also fucking is spelt Fuikig. Fuikig Cuphead. This game is the most. I've been hyped for Cuphead for 3 fucking years. And they were like, release date. On, me and Beef's anniversary. And it's like, yes!
Yeah, it's our anniversary, and that's gonna be cool. I can get you that as a gift, maybe on the Windows.
But what if I get it for you as a gift on the Windows?
Well, shit.
What do we do?
You surprised me.
Surprise!
You're more excited for it than I am.
Cuphead looks dope as hell.
It does.
Yeah. Alright, next one. Ashen. I said Ashen has an interesting art style. We didn't see much about Ashen. It was a very short trailer.
Yeah.
We did see like.
I can't remember what I said I thought it was until it actually revealed its name, but.
It's the game with the people with no faces.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I said while we were watching it that I thought it was something else, and then it wasn't that. I can't remember what I thought I said it looked like, but whatever.
I can't remember either. If you remember, just shout it out. In the middle of something else.
Shout it out in the middle of something else, and people will be like, what?
Yeah, and they'll come back to this moment.
Like, what?
Yeah, but we'll come back to this moment and laugh, so it'll be alright.
Haha.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is, there's a Life is Strange sequel prequel, and like, I don't care. I haven't played the original Life is Strange, and this trailer for this prequel made me absolutely not interested in playing it
Life
ever.
is Strange is one of those, like, really, like, divisive games, where, like, it seems like most people either love it or hate it. There's very few people who I've seen the opinion of that are in the middle.
Like, I've never played it. I've never seen what it was about. I don't know what it's about. I never saw the plot. But just that trailer made me so bored.
I believe I have episode 1 that I got for free on Steam, but I'm not sure whether or not I can run it. But I have it in my library.
Ah, okay.
Because it's one of those things that released in episodes.
It looked like, hey, girl in suburbia, living a suburban life. And I'm like, fantastic. Moving on.
It's one of those art games.
And I love art games because Limbo was fucking dope.
Art narrative.
Yeah. There are really cool artistic games that are really good. This one does not look like that. This one looks a little dull for me, The next one is my favorite, Shadow of War, which is it looks like a sequel to Shadow of Mordor. Because the art style, the graphics and stuff are completely different. But in this one, you can dominate orcs.
I think
eyebrow raise.
I think it's a DLC.
It looks so dramatically different as far as the color palette. I don't think that, but it might be.
Maybe.
I don't know. Tell us if it's DLC or if it's this thing. Yes. I'm not sure.
I would like that to be a little bit more clear.
But it looks amazing. You can dominate orcs, especially since the orcs that you meet remember stuff you did to them in the previous game. So it might be DLC. And they come up to you and you're like, "You motherfucker, you broke me jaw, so I got a new jaw put on."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh shit, the story continues.
And you can mind control them and make them your friends.
Yeah. Dominate them. Dominate the orcs. The next thing, also Bruce is fucking charming. I love him, he's great. He's so funny. His dialogue is fun, I like him. Next one is Ori, which is a game about a sad owl. They broke out a guy playing a piano in this, and I was like, what the fuck, guys?
It was an artistic as hell, I guess.
But it's...
Because it made it more sad.
But come on. It's a video game.
Video games are art, man.
Like...
Kudos to them for thinking outside the box with it, I guess.
I guess. But the game is really... It looks really cute, and I was ready to fight for that owl when I saw him all sad. I was like, who made you sad? Who do I have to fuck up?
Who do I have to hurt? Who hurt you, and how do I hurt them?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanted to immediately help this owl get revenge.
It turns out his family was dead, and he was sad because his family was dead.
Who kills his family?
Yes.
I will code for them.
Yeah.
Also, the biggest announcement of the night was Xbox Original, Xbox Classic. This is why fucking naming your console Xbox One is stupid. Because I was gonna call it Xbox One. It's compatible with Xbox One. Do you see Xbox, the marketing mistake you've made? So, Xbox Classic, I guess.
Xbox Original.
Yeah. Xbox Original Recipe is compatible with...
Xbox Extra Crispy.
That's the Xbox 360, yes. That one's extra crispy.
Well, what's the Xbox One then?
Cajun style.
Ah. Alright.
Cajun style. This one is... It's compatible. The library goes back three generations, all the way back to the first one. If tomorrow PlayStation said, listen, dust off your PlayStation 1 games, put Parappa the Rapper in your PS4, it will work. I will pee my pants in delight. I don't have any more PlayStation 1 games.
Even if they go back as far as PlayStation 2 for that,
yeah,
people will fucking lose their shit.
He's like, did you want to play Shenmue? Yes? Go fucking nuts. Put it in your PlayStation 4 right now. I would lose it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have PlayStation has some catching up to do. PlayStation has some actually, yeah, for once this is the first time I think PlayStation is actually fighting from the bottom here, because I think actually Nintendo might be the weakest one because they've only announced 2 games releasing really for the
only 3 games for the Switch really seem like they're worth it.
Yeah, so like PlayStation is firmly in second place.
If you count Bomberman, but that's a stretch.
Bomberman seems like a fucking arcade title to me. Like that seems like pay $20, get Bomberman to me. That doesn't seem like a $60 title.
I'm just saying that's the 4th place as far as like seems worth it games.
Yeah, it definitely seems like I play
behind like Splatoon, Mario Kart, and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess if you count Mario Odyssey, I'm just so turned off by the regular humans that I can't with that game.
I'm turned off with the
eyes. It's such a silly thing.
I'm turned off by the eyes on the hat. Turn me off. I don't like the hat eyes. They creep me out.
Yeah.
And the people, regular humans.
Petty reasons why we aren't why we're not supportive of Super Mario Odyssey, but they are reasons nonetheless.
Well, I have a good reason, air quotes, good. Some people might think I'm just a baby, but I don't like 3D Mario. I don't have control in those games.
You prefer your 2D Marios?
Yeah, I feel like good. I'm a baby. Put me in one direction and let me go. But having this game where the game is super difficult to do because you have to go in all directions in like, what was it, 6 or 7 directional space or whatever, it's hard and I don't like it.
It's not that bad.
It's too hard for me. I'm too of a babby. And the last game that they announced was Anthem, which was the EA game that they said, tomorrow we're going to drop this huge we're going to put our big dick on the table with Anthem tomorrow, is what the Pencil Man said on the EA press conference yesterday. So Pencil Man came back out in a better fitting shirt this time, and he was like, let me introduce you to Anthem, and then they had the worst scripted dialogue voiceover in the world. It was so bad, I thought it was fucking acting, just bad acting.
Like, luckily, it wasn't so bad that it didn't make the game look not awesome, because the game did look amazing.
Yeah, the game looks great.
But that pre-recorded dialogue, man, was so fucking just bad.
It was bad. That's probably going to be added to those cringe compilations.
Yeah, probably.
But however, the gameplay looks great. Flying and super speeds looks fantastic. The fact that you can customize your armor completely is great. I like the idea that it's like Attack on Titan, where it's like you have to leave the walls and fight the monsters beyond the walls. And I like the idea that even underwater looks good. Like, when is the last game you played that underwater looks good? Because I have not done that in a while. I've not done that ever. Being underwater looks good. I think Far Cry looked okay underwater.
Far Cry looked okay.
But this looks beautiful.
Super Mario Galaxy 2 was alright.
Oh yeah, that does underwater?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There was a couple levels where you'd go underwater.
But this game looks fantastic. It's just that those voiceovers was just the most painful shit to listen to.
That pre-recorded commentary.
Yeah, it was painful. I like the way they did their press conferences here. When they had people come out and speak about their games, they didn't have them go on and on about the genre itself for an hour and a half. We just fucking got to it.
All those complaints we had yesterday about how they just wasted time, this was an example how you just tell us shit without wasting our time. And
utilizing the time correctly. Also, the press conference was over very quickly. It was only like an hour and 45 minutes, which I don't know how long the EA one was, but it felt like I was rapidly aging while I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And this one just flew by. I think that's because like I was so overwhelmed with like, oh shit, I gotta take notes. Oh shit, I gotta tweet. Oh shit, I gotta talk to my chat. You know, like, oh shit, I gotta let my little brother know that E3's even happening.
It was an excitement.
It was excitement. It was that rush. I'm not gonna rush like this except for like WrestleMania. You know.
Yeah.
This felt good. It was nice. I can't wait for Bethesda.
Microsoft had a really great presentation.
Yeah.
This year.
This is the first time that I can like say that in a long time. They did good.
They did great. So kudos to Microsoft for that.
And that's Xbox's presentation. We're gonna come back at y'all with Bethesda later today, and by today I mean in chronological real life. I mean tomorrow. This is gonna drop on Monday. So and later on in Monday afternoon or Monday evening, you're gonna get our thoughts on the what was the Bethesda conference.
Bethesda and Devolver Digital.
Yes, well, we'll try our hardest to do Devolver Digital.
It's just that shit starts at like fucking 2 in the morning.
It's so late at night, and like people gotta go to work. So we'll see. At least for us on the East Coast.
Hate to say it, but we might have to watch that after the fact.
Yeah, we might have to watch it after. Yeah, we won't be able to live tweet and enjoy the thing with everybody else on the West Coast. But yeah, we'll do Devolver Digital as well, and then I think on Tuesday we'll drop our opinions on Sony. Who else is on Tuesday? Sony and Ubisoft, and on Wednesday we're closing it out with Nintendo.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to do, and I got a lot of thumbnails to hastily draw. If you're wondering why the thumbnails look like that, it's because I'm drawing them in a very short amount of time because, oh my god, I'm in a hurry. So please excuse my art. It looks alright. It looks okay.
It looks stylized. No one would have known that you weren't doing that on purpose if you didn't say anything.
I'm hastily drawing them. So we will definitely, thanks for listening, and we will definitely keep you folks later on tonight with later on this evening with the Bethesda coverage. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.